What's good, y'all? Fusion here, back with another video. And today we are talking about the Lakers. Yesterday they got bumped from the playoffs and the play-in, so they are officially done. This is going to be a two-parter because I do want to talk about just the stats and everything first, and then I want to go into why we why we why this was a failure of a season, man. Because there's a lot to say and there's a lot of issues. But let's just start here. First off, this was a big issue, man. Games played, 56, 40 games. Dude only played about half the season. He played the same amount of time as Wayne Ellington. Uh, so and we just picked up Stanley Johnson, and he played more games than the street clothes. Averaging 23 points, 9.9 boards. Yeah, you can't do that as a quote unquote star, only averaging 23 points. Basically, you barely did better than Russ, honestly. So you can't really do that and expect us to make it to the playoffs, make it to the play-ins and win games. So the last two games, prior to the one last night against the what is it called? Against the Suns, excuse me. Um, Anthony Davis really didn't do anything. You can't come back from an injury in must-win games and not go crazy as a star. Knowing that LeBron isn't playing, also that's a whole different story. He's not playing in no playing games. I mean, in no must-win games either. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But anyway, AD just can't do that. I guarantee if it was Giannis playing in a must-win game, he would go crazy. I guarantee the Joel Embiid um, would go crazy in a must-win game. I guarantee Jokic would go crazy in a must-win game. He didn't. He had 23 points. He he had his average. So he honestly ain't do nothing. So it's honestly sad that I don't know what he's doing, and I don't know, man. And I honestly blame the season more so on him, and the reason is because not just because of injuries, but because of his effort. I feel like he only plays when he wants to play, and by that I mean um, scoring. There are brief flashes of greatness where nobody on the floor can guard this man. Anthony Davis has that in him. I wish he would tap into it more often, but he rarely does, and because of that, look at where we're at. Um, in my opinion, well, actually, in everybody's opinion, this team should have been in the playoffs. I don't know if they would have um, won a finals game, even went to the finals. I don't know if we would have made it to made it to made it to like the semifinals. I don't know, but I know that this team should be in the playoffs with what we have. Anthony Davis and LeBron James should be able to carry us at least fighting for an fighting for an eighth spot. We weren't even in the play-ins. We didn't even make it to the play-ins. So not all that can be on Russ, even though he has made some big mistakes. I don't think not all of it should be on Russ or even on the coach. You can't blame Frank Vogel for Anthony Davis' lack of effort. So I don't know why there are rumors like circulating about him being fired when it's not all on him. Now that being said, this team was never going to be successful because we don't have any bench presence at all. Melo and Malik Monk averaging 13 points off the bench. Malik Monk had definite spurts of greatness or of good like potential, but then just the next game he would just not do anything. Super inconsistent, super just not ready for big games, and I just don't know what Melo was doing either. I personally feel like he really doesn't have much in the tank left. 13 points off the bench from Melo a game with 26 minutes. Nah, bro. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but he needs to be more consistent and hit some shots. I want him to be averaging what Russell Westbrook is averaging. I'm not saying that he has to be old school Melo and just have games where he just drops 40 and 50. I'm talking about you shouldn't be averaging no 13 points a game. Um, when you're touted as one of the best scorers ever to play the game. And I don't care that he's older. I'm just saying that if you're going to play and talk about all this, man, LeBron called me up and it's time. You can't say all that and then have 13 points and we cannot make it to the playing games. You can't do that. There's no way that you can do that. So that's a big issue there. Let's talk about LeBron for a second. LeBron averaging 30, 8 rebounds, 6.2 assists. Stats look great, but that's all it is. Empty stats. Now, granted, LeBron had 2 50-point games in the year. Actually, it may be more, but I know as of recent, he had 2 50-point games. I'm not saying that he's supposed to do that every night. I'm not saying that that's what is expected of him. But I'm saying you can't, I don't care, unless it's like a real injury as far as like something broken or something like that, you should be out there. Maybe take a minutes cut, but just you being present on the court makes your team play better and causes the other team to have to throw bodies at you. You're LeBron James, bro. People are going to have to guard you, just no matter how injured you are, just no matter how you're not going to play well. That doesn't matter. But the fact that you decided not to play in must-win games, that's on you. That is not on Frank Vogel. That's not on the medical staff. That's on you. Maybe you miss one game, but then that means that you got to be right back for the other one. You can't miss 3 must-win situation games and then make a joke on Twitter. April Fools. Nigga, you're the fool. Just come on, dog. Come on, dog. But that's enough on LeBron because I am going to drop a full video on LeBron at some point because I have a lot to say about this guy, excuse me. So, yeah. Then let's go to Russ. Russell Westbrook had a horrible year. Super inconsistent, turnover prone, missing easy jump shots, not doing anything as his old self at all. But he played 78 games. He was out there playing hard. I just don't think that this Lakers team plays hard at all. There's maybe only 3 players on this roster that played hard every single game. Even though Russ played like garbage, he played hard every single game. Same thing with Malik Monk. He played hard every single game. Same thing with Austin Reeves and Stanley Johnson. Those people played hard every single game. But Austin Reeves averaging 6.7, Stanley Johnson averaging 6 points a game, with Malik Monk averaging 13.3. Your teammates that play hard can't average that and expect us to win games. We are supposed to win games. Anthony Davis should be able to win games by himself, and I don't think I've seen that since last year or even the year before that. I don't think I've seen it in so long. Now LeBron, he can win games by himself. Russell, just maybe not this year, but I have seen games where Russell Westbrook wins games by himself. Anthony Davis hasn't done that in 2 years. And that's why I think it's more so all the blame should be on AD instead of the coach and Russ. Um, but that's pretty much everything for part one, man. I do want to get a little bit deeper into like what we were doing as far as just the full roster itself. I want to get more into what LeBron James could have done differently to win more games. I want to get into Anthony Davis, why he could have done more to win games. But that's going to be in the part 2 of this video. So make sure you are paying attention, liking, commenting, and subscribing. 5 more subs for the 100 subs. And we got a stream coming May the 13th. So definitely make sure that you are paying attention to the Instagram and the TikTok. That will also be in the link. So yeah, I'll see y'all next video. Peace.